Yeah, get your license. Get your license. Don't operate illegally.
Yeah,
Boy.
rebel.
Right, everybody, welcome in a month style to the morning stew Monday. Oh yeah,
Baby.
the sun is out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Weather is sweet.
You want to move your dancing feet?
How you mean? That's the way I do.
well, we got to gusty 10 to 20 knots, they say. Yeah, it is. Once the leaves are blowing, well, hey.
Mm-hmm. Something's happening.
88 along the coast, 96 inland, Grove. Might be
96 degrees. Early morning in the shade.
Yeah. So yeah,
Real?
96 inland. On a Monday, as we close off March.
Yeah. Get marched on.
How y'all living? How y'all recovering from y'all's little get together yesterday?
Hush.
Why?
What? You know why I
Why?
asked about it then? All right, no problem. Moving on.
Why? I got to tell you something. First
Try
of
it
all,
for me.
Moving on.
you
Settle.
you were miss. Everybody asked about you. But
Settle.
then, yes, when the tree.
Yeah, I got a job to do.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Very good. When the tree, tomahawk steak. If you put your two hands together like that, that was the length of the tomahawk steak. If you put them together like that, you still had another half a hand to go to get the width, and it was about yay thick.
Yes, boss up.
So I noticed about that. When the tomahawk steaks went on, all the men came over to the grill, and all the women stood over yonder. But the men came to the grill, and we stood around it like cavemen.
That's silly.
Yeah, CY came to the house like an Italian. She brought one huge hog fish. I never realized this fish was so big until we made to check this thing out. This big hog fish. She came to the house. Hey, Groove, I come to your house. I bring you fish. That's how the Italians did it. I bring fish at your house. But yo, it was like I know CY all my life. Very, very nice lady and her daughter also.
Niara.
Buck was there. Buck came with a cup. Wait, drink out of, and the time you get there till the time is there. It is. Wait,
Boy.
don't get up there. Yes, boy, I didn't think them is nice. And
Yes,
this picture not really does justice because Marlon took the picture, but his hand was close to the camera, so his hand looked almost as big. But Lisa could tell you. Then there was tomahawk. We even got out the gold flakes, Frisco. We get out gold flakes because we may have sprinkled it and make some sal-based steak.
Mm-hmm.
But Marlon Ghana cut them up in chunks. Make a tell you Ghana and Frisco. You know how woman bad style. I'm
Boy.
to listen. But make a tell you Ghana. Marlon grilled these things to perfection. Seared, flames the fly. Turn them over, flames the fly. Then he took them off and he cut them up, Frisco.
Where you get them steaks at? Where you get them steaks at?
Huh?
So where you get them steaks at?
You want I tell you running doubly, but I know I tell you that. But anyway, watch out, hold on. When the man done, the man cut them up, right? Now, I don't know the how I become butler, but Marlon cut them up and then he give me the board, the cutting board. So I walked to the back where the ladies were and Buck still the chill out in the hammock. And I had to get them pieces of the meat. Now, everybody loved the meat. I had to eat this meat all the way there and come back. But all of the girls, they look at the thing and they say, ooh, it's nice, but it's not done. It's too red.
That's bad. So we got with it. Yes.
Listen now. They want to tell me, go back and tell Marlon, big time chef, that the steak not done.
Well, I say you don't make the first mistake.
Which was?
Not care none for the ladies. That no belongs to them.
The thing where I realized.
Yeah, it's not. Yes,
Anyway.
yes. Leave them to the chips
so
and the
Marlon-
dips.
Marlon being the gentleman that he is now, he take the steak there and he put the other two steak and he put them back on again. And when he cut them now, they were well done. Marlon looked at me and said, boy, if I post this thing, I know. So all my friend asked me, how you spoil the steak? How you spoil the steak? I said, yeah, I understand. Yo, But those made it work. Then, hold on, okay, you never did it, make a new story. Lisa bring one whole lot of devil eggs. And that they in the fridge. So now everybody may know devil eggs in until unless you tell them. Anytime I come in the house, I grab a devil egg. Every time. Then, not tell nobody nothing. Then, Marlon brought Bill. Yes, run your neck wrong because you miss out. Marlon brought Bill with the Bill onion thing. And I have it here on the table.
Without the cilantro.
Without cilantro too.
Because he was anticipating the boy.
Exactly. But fret not, because this morning I had Bill for breakfast with carrot cakes for dessert. What you mean? Yes. And then, you know, done yet. Darius came, and Darius find his own hammock, and Darius no move on the hammock. I served Darius food like queen. And Dana care one drink for her, and all of a sudden I don't do nothing for Darius. So Dana take care of she. But yes, Darius me did it. And then all of a sudden to we the party, and I hear Rubian! And I looked up front, that jungle and Paisa. Black up! They come in, everybody with the heat still, you know. And time they go and jungle look for me and say, boy, hold this battle like Shivas. A half battle, half Galen and Shivas. He said, I can't get no black up and I don't black up already. And he gone. And yo, bro, it was nice. We had pork, we had chicken, we had rice and beans, we had devil eggs, we had pibil, we had carrot cake, tomahawk steak, liquor. One thing, you know, a cup web up me the drink and can't tortilla. Oh, big up to the rice and beans. And I made the rice and beans. Yo, see why messenger me this morning, see why I say watch a weed and not really rice and beans, people. He said, but that rice was so good. He said,
it was good. It was.
I don't know if CY want to tell him that, but that's the way CY say. He eat the rice for the breakfast. I don't feel no way because I eat the bill.
Well, the message I got last night was, I don't know if you have any limbs left because I put my hand and my foot in what I took.
Exactly.
Then you put your hand in those devil eggs and your foot. You put your foot in it.
Yeah. Len and Lisa showed up. Mel never come. Mel wasn't feeling well, but everybody got back with food, Frisco. No, everybody got that. And I'm most likely at your portion and got with.
So my plate there.
Guy, you never did it. Where? What?
Beg you do. Beg you do.
I mean, beg you do. Rasbuck have a return trip to city.
What does that have to do with it?
Okay. First of all, I like to talk to Groove. I like to talk to you because you don't know about
because we're royally upset with you.
You're upsetting.
I make I tell you about Brian and to Frisco.
When you made the snore, hey, hold on. When you made the snoring in the middle of the night, dreaming of waves and the moonlight, your boy was grinding, doing what I got to do. So.
Yeah, but then
nothing.
A new day.
There's no buts.
A new day.
Mission accomplished, Liz. I think it catch feelings now.
No, I talk to you. I had to say, why you never give up my return plate? That's all I had to say.
Why? I think I'm give up a plate for you, but I don't know if I make it.
Because that's not true. That is so not true.
Yeah, yo, bro. The thing the gang, it went really, really nice. And that big fish we see why I bring, I nearly feel like that not they get cut up. That one get cooked whole. Right there. You know, I don't understand about chefing.
What?
The way Marlon did that steak, if I may do that steak for some reason, it may have tough. I don't know why. I could have done the exact thing when Marlon may do. And I guarantee you my steak may have come out like that. My steak may have tough. But
did you ask him what he put in it?
Huh?
Did you ask him what he put in it?
I be the right is using the steak, I put it on the fire. Boy, you see how Darius to go on? Boy, you can't cook. Miss Dana, they do all the cooking. Very good. Yeah, good. Yeah, but yo, it was beautiful. There's a picture up there of the happy crew that was there, but that picture was taken after
Marlon left. After Marlon and Len left.
Marlon and Len me done gone, and that's why. So make we take a picture, hurry.
That was just before we left.
But where
so they had some activities going on the lagoon.
Yeah, we were there as well.
Yeah, I can tell you what happened.
Happy and bird watching.
Yeah.
Listen, that's so what you call
There
it?
it is, Frisco.
Yeah.
I want, I,
It's a
I
must
want,
rush,
I want, I want Lexi put
What is?
Marlon and Mel right between Lisa and
Hold
Amaya.
on.
Crop them in right there.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I put Lenny right there by Rasbok and they make it look like Buck the punchline.
Buck, what got on?
Everything good, man.
Is there?
Why you missed out yesterday?
Hey, listen to me. I have what I feel last 10 minutes. I don't need babe.
Yeah, the highlights for me and me the
See me there. I'm gonna watch your video.
when they put the vehicles in the lagoon and
Yeah,
start to run
Oh,
the mud
yeah.
race. Then the boxing too.
when they had
Mm-hmm.
boxing, okay.
So
With the
some man,
announcer,
I
when they
saw
know the
her.
referee name, when they know the fighters their name, they know what the uppercut from what that little low blow up, why
You
that
can't saw some man.
announcer them out of
Yeah.
Yo,
But
we're
it
going
was a
on.
day well spent, man, and we got to do that more often and get together, you know, because life's short, people,
It's true, it's true.
Yeah.
you know.
Marlon had a great idea.
Yeah,
What did you say?
All right,
Yeah.
Buck.
is that?
All right, Ras, take care.
Yeah. What happened with the thing? Like I said, you don't know, I don't like talk my business. But I there, yes, at least I could vouch. I don't talk my personal business. But I there at my house with my friends and we do for we thing. About 30 minutes before the boxing, I get a call from Village Council and say, Groove, you know I do the boxing. So that Dana them in the talk to. So Dana tell him, so nobody can call Steve or tell Steve anything about it. And I said, well, you know that he did the boxing. I don't say, well, no, if they never talk to me, I never do it. So Dana say, you know what? You should go. So I say, all right, next thing I know, everybody where they in the yard say, well, we going to. So all of we jump in a one vehicle like a clown vehicle and we gone in so we never have to pay, you know. No, but anyway, so we get in there and we the broadcast and everything like that. And me and Dana now start to walk back because we still had the fire on. Bread see me black up, he ain't gone. So me and Dana they walk back, but you don't have to understand, Dana just had a surgery and I nearly chop off. Oh, that's the other thing. The Saturday morning, I nearly chop off my foot. Bread's sharpen my sheet. Bread sharpen my sheet. And I done it oil and grease the my sheet. But the man greased the handle too. And when I gone for chop off one branch, the machine slip out and cut most about 1 inch chunk out of my foot. Right away, Dana say, yo, you know what? You're going to hospital. I said, no, get the crazy glue. You have to get stitches. I said, hell no, get a band-aid. And they take band-aid and they band-aid it up and everything, and it was good. But I had a limp. So now the first thing where I say, well, I don't want to tell nobody, because if I tell everybody there, I say, oh Lord, group thing cancel again. So I say, I want to struggle through it. But it was all right. I nearly never did. Everything gone out good. Everything gone out good.
Man.
Yes. Yeah.
That's terrible.
It was
But,
an
yo.
adventure.
Yep. But I like how all of we get together when it was time. I was so tired now that last night I got to bed. I never even did. I get up this morning and the bed smell like smoke. I tell Dana, yo, throw some barbecue sauce by my side of the bed because that smell like grill to go on there. So what?
Get
Think
that
that way.
barbecue going.
Gosh, man.
But Marlon had a great idea, bro. Marlon said, Groove. He said, I don't know if,
By Limpa Ramos.
Yeah, Marlon said, he said he really don't know if we realize how big the stew is. He said, what we should have done. He says, we should have give a couple of sponsors. They say a lot of people would have sponsor. He said, we should have do a show from Crooked Tree. But not only that, we take names of the people who always the Carlina that's a part of the show, and we rent one van, and we bring everybody up here, and we do a show. He said, you gotta get all kind of thing, because whatever we eat, want to be sponsored. Whatever we drink, want to be sponsored. Whatever we sit on pan, want to be sponsored. So it'll be a big, and why? I think that would have cool. But anyway, Marlon, capital idea.
We could put
Capital
Marlon in
idea.
charge of getting sponsors. New man.
Yes, well, I think the man got full string, Yeah. But that would be cool. You were missed, my boy, but you were celebrated as well.
Carmelo.
Good morning.
Yeah, what up? Yeah, I gotta take down your radio. Yeah.
Good morning.
Uh-huh.
Hi, good
Young
morning.
Mischief. This is the whole Mischief.
Yes.
Good morning,
Yes.
Lisa.
Morning, morning.
Now tell me I change the subject now.
Listen to me. I have one great idea for the morning stew show.
Uh-huh.
You got one stove with one pot, the boil. I got 3 profiles, 3 chef hats. We better than that, you want.
Now I want to know where going in at this spot because it's the top of food.
Each chef bubble in
So
one
I
pot.
tell you, I have one great idea for a morning stew show. One stove, you're saying about a stove with one pot, the boil and 3 profiles there on the pot, 3 chef hats. The morning
That's
stew
right.
and right on the stove.
Yeah?
And the
That's
back,
correct.
and the
I like
back
that.
the names Lisa Groove Master and DJ Frisco. We can't put Mischief on that, we have to put Frisco.
How come Lisa and get up billing?
One thing.
Yeah,
Friday,
that's a great idea. I like
to
that.
get in, but I couldn't get in Friday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So then
And
after
I'm
we,
just
we
a
do-
cookie
if we
tree,
do
so like
decide-
that. I how you never gone a cookie tree.
yeah, me day. That was out.
Yeah, well, I know you other stuff, you got them. You don't want busy DJ.
Yeah, it was out of it, man. I was,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The boy made it sleep. The boy made it
That's
sleep.
a Miley take over. And the next thing, I listened to the Yaya this morning, and I hear some part of the letter where the cane farmers write to the Prime Minister. The cane farmers need to understand. When Tate and Lyle left this country, Tate and Lyle never pay off the workers. They gave them the factory. The workers had that factory for years. I don't know how they operate, but they may run. They don't may get nothing. ASR came in, and ASR bought that factory. That's when the workers, when they did it for years and owned the factory, got more money. Since then, every year, those people have invested money to make things better. But if you not get 1 ton of sugar out of 7 ton of cane, you're not making money. And the farmers have to understand they have to do better in the field with the cane. Now tell me about the mud. European Union gave them money for roads and they take the money on Christmas and do it for other things when COVID may get trouble. The roads have to be fixed. They need to take care of the roads. But business is business. You cannot expect a company to invest millions of dollars every year for make one system and one business better. And you, by your end, what they do when need to be done. The cane has to be better. If we don't get better cane, the whole thing, sooner or later, then tell the Prime Minister, you know, we don't want to take good money chase bad anymore. They want to just shut it down. And then who want to lose? You have to do better with the cane. Work with these people. These people invest millions of dollars to get that factory upgraded and updated. But the cane is the problem. If you not get 1 ton of sugar out of 7 tons of cane, you lose. And they have to understand how simple this thing simple, man. You got to do better with the fields. Yeah. Business is business.
Well, the problem is collective bargaining agreement.
Know why he take it, then backstab and take it away from the agriculture minister. But you see who he put? He put one man with no financial person. I understand the cane farmers, they want better. They want more, but you have to, for you to be better, you have to get better cane to the factory. That is where the whole thing is. You need to get 1 ton of sugar out of 7 or 8 tons of cane. If you don't get that, you're waste with time. And then people now want to keep the pump money into that factory. The factory is upgraded and dated. That the cane are the problem. And who that the farmers have to bring better cane. See, they shut down the factory earlier this year because there was too much mud. The rain and the fields they're muddy. So you get the cane. You get more mud than necessary, so they shut down the whole factory for a week or 2.
Yes, but then no matter nature, we have to fix
the Prime Minister know what those, you don't want to come out plain and tell you what them people tell her. But the farmers then they threaten the prime minister and they don't understand what happened. This thing is business, the big money, millions of dollars. And the best they do that when you get good cane, when they bring good cane and you get one lot of sugar. The more sugar then people produce and sell, the more money the farmers get. But
Gotcha.
you have to do better with the cane. I leave with that. You know me, I had a own mischief.
Yes, sir.
And I stir things up.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's the reality of the situation. You can't take good money chase bad. You have to get this thing right.
All right.
7 or 8 tons of cane for 1 ton of sugar. Whenever you have that, you not got no problem with ASR. Farmers not got no problems either because they want to get more money at the end of the year. Because more sugar produced, more sugar sell, they get more money for them cane.
All right, got you.
Out with that.
Yes,
Good
sir.
morning,
All right,
Billy.
old mister.
Morning, no mischief. You can't disagree with what old mischief's logic, but the problem I think is more with the climate than with the cane itself, or the weather, I should say, because
Yeah, there were 3 factors.
Yeah.
There were the state of the fields, there was the roads, and then there's the fusarium or whatever the fungus name is.
yeah, there was a bug. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
But and again, this is not something that's constant. This something that we've had good cane before when the weather cooperated.
there's
sometimes.
and there's the problem that the current agreement is about to expire, and then there's the issue of the collective bargaining agreement, whatever that entails. So those things,
Yeah, yeah.
So
You
there's
see?
no problem right now per se, but when they go around the
Yeah.
negotiating table and have to redo this collective bargaining agreement where everybody is satisfied, that's where the problem lies.
Yeah, I know like how the agreement they expire. I definitely know that everybody and try get what they want in the new agreement.
Right.
So there will be one lot of back and forth going on. Personally, I understand that when you invest a lot of money, a business or a country, you want to see your returns.
Of
But
course.
there's a lot of businesses that you can open that you can deal on your own, that require no outside input. But there are some businesses you get into, like sugar, where for you to make money, it requires the outside input of the farmer.
Right.
No, if the farmers are the bread and butter of ASI BSR, I would take care of my bread and butter better. Because if the way I make money is by the farmers providing me with the right stuff, I want to make sure that the farmers are happy, that the farmers then feel like they're being dealt with fairly. I don't know that what the things say, but if there's a disagreement and the farmers then feel like we not satisfied, my normal reset button is to side with the farmers.
Right.
Big business convinced me why the farmers are wrong. That's a whole isle upon it. So, man,
I don't know who right or who wrong, but it's a money thing, and then
Exactly,
it boils
exactly.
down to money.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
it always boils down to money.
Yeah.
All about the moolah.
Over the weekend, a really, really sad thing happened. There was a church outing where young people went to be baptized, and a young man, 10 minutes after he got baptized, drowned. That young man, my daughter's best friend, and they went to the same school. And I gotta tell you something. All the time that I hear about drownings in a Belize, the majority of times that in a river. The majority of times that in a river. That not in the one swimming pool. It's not in the ocean. It's in the river. And I think that we ought to be severely, severely mindful when we take people out and they go swim in a river. You don't know where they are under there. You jump under there, lick your head, knock yourself out. Nobody know it gonna.
Right.
So I feel bad for that family. They have one sister, a younger sister, and I mean, I just feel bad for that family. The one consolation that I could tell my daughter is that at least we know for sure he's in heaven. The last thing that he did was, you know, give his life to Christ. And if we believe in that, that would be our consolation, is that he is now in heaven, 15 years old. That's
Was a
terrible.
student at EP York.
EP York, yeah, that's terrible. But again, you really, who would you blame? Who would you blame? Because it was a
Was
church
it a school
outing.
trip or a church?
It was a church outing.
Church.
And the sad thing is, I'm not sure. I really want our news center to find out. I believe the church is a church that was just into something terrible also. So I believe it's from that church, and I'm not sure. So maybe our crime news center is going to find out.
I think that's what we heard too yesterday. That it was, yeah.
I remember Hannah, they went on a trip, and she brought a letter if she could go swimming. And Donna said right away, no. I said, babe, Hannah's 15 years old or 14 years old, and we have to start to trust her and the people around her. So I said, make we sign it. So we did sign it. We did sign it, and she went and she swam, and it was fine. But I told her yesterday, I said, Hannah, even when we sign something for you to sign, if now a river, do not go in. Do not go in, because you never know what happening at these rivers and stuff like that.
All right.
One of our listeners, Mr. Quelan, says, good morning, Mr. Quelan, sir. Your bill was great for breakfast. Salt water has more buoyancy than fresh water. That, along with currents, causes more drowning. And that's true. And that's true, you know. And again, now a sad thing, when it was a beautiful trip. It was young people getting baptized because they wanted to live a good life. Good morning, going out to Herman. It's a morning, Steve-O. Sounds like you guys had a good time. All positive vibes. No positive vibes never come. I mean, right? And everyone got home safely. Give down our regards. Keep having a good day. Bless up. One love. Same to you.
Herman sent me the same message, but with my name on it.
Yeah, well, it's exactly. Ronald said, good morning, group. The moral of the story is be careful of how much oil is used and where you put it. That's right. They look like birds put 1,000 bottles of baby oil on that thing. I don't know. Yes. But that's right. Raz sent a video that I put in the group too. Yeah, and apparently that was not the only incident with the officer that happened over the weekend too. There were some other things that we checked on the next side of the break.
He's the one and only. Oh, Ellen Sue got a story there. I saw over the weekend.
Yeah.
So what is it we have? Hold on. I'm going to go in Casale.
Oh, Casale said we should have sent for him.
Casale, what up?
He sent me that same message too. What the?
Then he double dip with Liz.
No. Captain Evie is not pleased with us at all.
With you guys, I can tell us when you guys hang out with Marlon Queeling because he was in my life before y'all and everything. You know, back in the days I would come from America. He was, let's go up to Sensia, go play beach volleyball. He would pack me up, pay for my hotel for Sensia. That's a good man right there, Marlon Queeling. That's like my brother right there too and everything. You know, but dealing with riptides, especially like in West Coast, California, Santa Monica, Venice Beach. I lost several friends, and my friends lost several of their kids because of riptides, you know, going out in the ocean, 2 o'clock in the morning after a party. You know, there's a lot of currents on the water, you know, that pulls you. Sometimes people, they fight the resistance when you're underwater in a current. You're supposed to just go with the flow. But you're panicking, so you're not thinking like that. I don't know what's going on in those rivers and New Orleans. I guess they have underground currents because it will drag you under too. You know, my experience one time, I got dragged into a current at Tobacco Key Range. I went snorkeling, and you can't be in between the the outlet between the keys is two. There's an outlet that's a current. I got stuck in the current and got swept up. But I know how to swim real good. I had my snorkel fins on, but I had to fight the riptides in the current to get back to the.
Did you survive?
Part of the key, but yeah.
Yes, did you survive?
Oh yeah, I survived and everything, but it took me a long time. You know, I could have felt that. You know what I'm saying? It's a channel going towards Global's Reef and everything. It's current. You know, I got stuck up in there and I fought it. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of currents on the rivers and seas and everything. So yeah, but we gotta be more careful because you might go under and you might not come up. So that's how it is. But I feel like when you guys have that show coming up, that me and W, we like American Airlines or Delta. When you go, the other guys take buses from Belize City, but me and B&W, we take that to airlines when y'all have your show and everything, if you don't mind.
Yeah, man. Yo, Marlon made a talk about you bad yesterday. Marlon said that every time you used to play ball and you lose, you pick up your ball and you go home. That true?
Oh, no, that's impossible because my record with Wagia back in the days, I lose 1 or 2 games a season. Marlon Quillen knows
My top boy, when I'm small, you grab your ball and go home.
Yes.
I don't know about, BW was in the valley and everything. I don't know about that to me, but I don't compete. I win all the time. But anyway, guys, peace and love, straight up. But the currents though in the river, you know, is very dangerous. You go in that water.
Woman score 8 goals by
the day. Yeah. Anyway, guys, peace out.
Oh,
Frisco,
you're
you're the only DJ. Tell them, Frisco, you're the only DJ in Belize that wants his beauty sleep. Because, you know, DJs, they don't sleep a few hours for the weekend and everything, but you got to get your beauty sleep before you go to an event again. So I respect you, Mr. Frisco.
Hey,
Peace out.
when anybody say out, you know, you know, got no choice in the matter. She said, we go home, man, you know, so. In the morning. And we know young like we used to be, you know.
Yeah, Marlon said that thing. Casale used to play and somebody scored 8 goals, man. Casale got home with the balls.
It was BW too who said that.
Yeah.
But maybe it's true.
No, but you know what? I'm gonna look into that thing, and I want to say maybe we could set it up, you know, a way where we get some of our international listeners to set it up, you know, a way so that, you know, we are sick. I like that idea. Everybody bring their own tomahawk steak. Casale say here, send them a barrel from Costco with all of the big Costco thing. Yes. What?
All your condiments and your plates and your disposable, what have you.
No, man, I talk about the nice meat.
Oh.
I can't wait to cook the hogfish.
You're gonna
anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the time is now 5 minutes past the hour. No, it's actually 1 minute to the hour.
To the hour? What are you saying?
To the hour. That's right. Wow.
Well,
did Richard Chamberlain die?
Yes. Richard Chamberlain died. Yes.
Richard Chamberlain, for you people that think on a young, I remember him from the Thornbirds.
Not the Thornbirds.
Yes, he was in that's like the prequel to Dragon Wasp, but he was in the Thornbirds. And I guess that old age he passed away from, because
I'm not sure, but he was old.
Really?
Yeah.
Say it like that. He was a good-looking fella, though.
Yeah, he was.
Yes,
he was.
But didn't he suffer? Didn't he go through that Rock Hudson thing? Wow, he was 90 years old. Shot to fame as the heartthrob Dr. Kildare in the 1960s. His dashing good looks won him legions of female fans and guaranteed him work in a plethora of rather forgettable television. Oh, lad, I think that unforgettable. He had a plethora of rather forgettable television movies.
Why would they say that about Richard?
Right? In the minute, Chamberlain became king of the 1980s. Hold on, Frisco, I try to see what that thing, because I believe there's a catch to this.
You're trying to figure out the cause? He used to work on stage with classical performances.
He wasn't a
And
part of the alphabet community, was he?
Left the man alone.
I
No,
don't
because
know.
it was sort of like Rock Hudson. A lot of people remember Rock Hudson, but Rock Hudson was a manly man. But people didn't know that Rock Hudson was, you know. So Hollywood made
He
Rock
was.
Hudson.
Oh gosh.
He was, right?
Yeah.
I tell
He
you,
was
I
alphabet.
tell you. Hollywood made Rock Hudson marry one lady, so everybody
Yep.
could think that he
He was
was,
okay.
a manly man. But meanwhile, Rock Hudson married to this pretty lady, his sweetheart, I mean, a man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And when Rock Hudson died, because his sweetheart me there with her. I guess how Rock Hudson died. From a sweetheart disease when the girl in the 80s.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
that a cocaine killer.
Cocaine. That's what they call it.
Just saying.
No.
Anyway, we gotta take a break.
Yes.
We'll be right
But
back.
wow.
Well, bye-bye. Yeah.
I guess Rock Hudson happy to see the man, yes.
You think so, huh?
Yes.
He was a handsome man, though.
Why first got it green up part?
Because there's some.
At Brothers Habet and Habet, we've
All right. Welcome back on your Monday. You're locked into the morning stew, man. 12 minutes after 10. Oh, clock. Bringing back the crew. Lisa Love, Steve the Groove.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Can't eat up too much for bill, my boy.
Boy, I tell you.
Too much for bill. Too much.
Boy.
Too much.
There is low in the rough milk. Yeah. There is the rough milk.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So let's see. I saw this over the weekend. There was some event. or the other. And out west. Let me see, where is it? Oh, water tea. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, come on.
Right there. Right
I
there.
know it should be, but. Alright, let's see, where is it? No. Alright, so one individual says this. It's posted on Facebook, so I guess it's public.
Yes. Be true.
I swear that at every market I've attended here in Belmopan, I've experienced some sort of prejudice. I don't step into their market events anticipating it, but armed to not patronize anyone who has valued me on sight as unworthy. Well, this one last night, I guess there was an event Saturday, was post-word because the stall had crystals and sage.
Whoa.
Yes. I saw the items and waited on the side because the fellow was speaking to a young lady. I noticed that he noticed me, and that's where it began. He prolonged the conversation so emptily, in hindsight, I conclude, was for me to walk away. But me too, I want to see everything on display. The young lady moved and I stood in the same place she was. The man looked straight over my head. Not a greeting, not an explanation of his products. He was silent, but it was loud and clear. Selling sage and crystals with such energy is embarrassing. But big up, Mr. Man, you stood your ground. And then further in the chat thing, somebody asked, I think it was Mr. Reed, did you stick around and notice the observance of the individual? I think the person said, well, yeah. After that, people with the similar skin color and nationality of Hispanic descent were treated, with high spirits. But this person you see is black with the ras and was treated differently by said individual. Now we've discussed this already. This has came up in some conversations with how people were handled at the market by people of Hispanic descent towards black people. Are we overthinking it, or is this...
It's a real thing?
Is this a real thing? Are we living in a country...
It's a real thing.
Where,
I kid you not.
Yeah, is this... we're living in a country where... what's the name? Is it prejudice? Is it racism? What is it?
I think it might be prejudice. I think it's prejudice, racism, different. And they can't have racism, they could have prejudice. But
Why they can't have racism?
Huh?
Why they can't have racism?
Racism is a whole organized structural movement. It's a whole thing. But anyway, I see that a lot of time on buses. I see a lot of time buses want to fly past people of color and stop and load in others. Now, I gotta tell you, when I see that, I try to say to myself, okay, you know what? Maybe these are people that ride the bus every day, almost like a charter. They know the driver know them, so you make a effort. All kind of thing I try to justify it as. But still, you have to call a spade a spade. And I think that all across the world, you have, no matter what we say, it's not like genders where you have 12. You only got black people and white people. Only black and white.
No in between.
Yeah, exactly. Ronald says racism is prejudice with power. And that's exactly right. You could be prejudiced against somebody but can't affect their livelihood. But if you are a racist and you live in a racist society, the whole way the structure is set up is to keep people of minority or somebody like down. But anyway, I don't know if it's that bad, but I know that a lot of time when it comes down to you black or white, That's a strange question. I know some people where white, where if you ask them, you black or white, they are vexed with it because I tell you I black, not go by my skin color. I black. But then you have some people who are brown and you ask them, you black or white? I white. I white. You know, and you look at them and you say, all right, you're nuts, you know. But I don't know if it's racism. I don't know if it's structurally embedded in the system. You might look at it sometimes and figure, yo, it is, you know. Because if you notice, everybody else getting everything easier than we. So you might think it is.
All right. I don't know how to get log in on my Facebook thingy, but I'm not seeing the live chat. That's not popping up. At least on the computer version of it. I think I see some messages on the app version, but none is available on the. Okay, there it is. It's glitching. All right. So yeah, that was put up. So.
Oh, okay.
By one of our stewards. I don't know how I'd feel if people willingly, you know, not pay you no mind, regardless if you're gonna spend money or not. Because
that is not right.
Because of the color of your skin. I may cost somebody out.
And especially then they sell crystals and things we're supposed to make you one with everything and one with the universe.
Negative
and
energy.
Love and all. Yes, the positive energy, the thing that is spread.
Yeah. Yep.
I tell you, I glad what the person did, you know, because if you go buy food at some place that you don't like the food and you post up all kind of thing about it, I always take that with a grain of salt because people's taste buds are different. So maybe what you know, like, I might like. But when somebody show you bad ways, that's not about taste bud. That is just about, yo, this person on a job one. Look how this person treats me, you know. So more power, you know, push that out, make everybody know. Yeah. Please, I got a question for you.
I hope I have an answer.
Yes, I am sure you will. Let's go say people that are your host, right? The people that are your host. You got about 5 or 6 dishes in the sink. Oh, and this not got nothing to do with yesterday. This has something that happened a couple of times weeks ago. And the person come and everybody eat. And when the person done, he get up and he pick up a plate and he gone over to the sink and he washed his plate and his fork and his cup and he turned them down. And he went back and he sat down and he watched TV. No, you could say that is good manners that he got up and washed his plate. But isn't it also bad manners that he didn't wash the other 5 or 6 things when he in the sink?
Yeah.
No. I'd have rather. Really? I'd have rather you just go there and put your thing in the sink. And
I would have rather that too, because it don't look right.
Nah. Come on. If somebody gonna watch,
if you're gonna watch one and
of course, hold on. What are you talking about? Somebody that a member of the family?
Huh?
Somebody with a member of the family?
Yeah. You know, and cool, everything cool, no problem. But it's just something that when I noticed it, my mind, it's like when you eat and you have 5 or 6 people around one table and there's one piece of something left. What I would do, I would take my knife and fork and I would cut a piece of that one thing off. I wouldn't grab the last one because somebody might want a piece too. So those are how I look at things. So now, if I'm dead at your house or if I'm dead at Lisa's house and I don't eat and I pick up my plate, now, first of all, I never tell you pick up your plate. You gotta leave it there. Or you pick up your plate, your stuff, and you gone and you washed it, and then you came and you sat down.
No, I'm positive every time. I can't knock that.
Really?
I can't knock that.
Ladies and gentlemen, one thing we have just found out today, Frisco can eat their whole thing only and wash
no,
plate.
I got my plate that better than you left your plate there. It's sure
yes,
at
that's
least
what I'm saying.
At least you say make I wash my plate. Cause You never did if you wash up dirty things.
No.
But
Did
you know
you
what?
hear the
I say,
preamble of Mr. Frisco?
before I left you with a thing here, I can wash my plate. I appreciate that.
You know what the preamble to the story was?
What?
That it is a positive that you got up and you wash your plate. Make I tell you, when I grew up and I watch how people used to work,
I
like
got no
by
problem
my
with
house.
that. I would have glad.
Yeah,
I
when
do so.
people-
Thank you for wash your plate.
Yes,
Yeah.
I watch like when my mom used to have like parties and thing at her house. When the party look for done, I'd have see the ladies. They all come around now and they start to clear off the table. One to do this, the other one to wash up, so that by the time they leave, it look like nothing happened. You know, and it looked like things different. It does look like things different because, like I said, if I'd have in my ballet, I'd have just put dash my thing right in there. Bam,
And that's the
bring it
thing.
out, put my weed outside.
If me are the person where there at my house, I can't expect somebody to come wash my dishes.
No,
But
No.
But if you come
You're
and you
right.
wash, you say, you know what? Rather than left one dirty dish, I can wash up my dish. Cause one, I don't know what they in the sink. I don't know what they do.
yes.
That's not my
But
thing.
the
Somebody
thing
be
is-
close to the family could say they choose to do it all, fine. But I can't knock. I know knock somebody if say they wash their dish and put it up. Can they come and do worse? They come and left it there with.
I know
They
that.
come and pick out the big beans. I left the big beans.
Yeah.
on the plate.
You see, the one of
I
them
left
thing,
it there
the
for you.
one of them thing will make you say, because there's nothing wrong. Actually, it is a plus that, like you say, you gotta wash your dish. But to me, the water done the run, the rag done soap.
No.
The
Add on
one
things
thing
onto
right
the
there.
story. No, add on things to the story. You never said that.
that was
You
bad.
never said that.
Because, no, but what I say, if you want to get up and wash your dishes or wash your dish, that means you want to put soap on the rag, the water on the run. No, if you see the sink full up,
Why? Well,
I
again,
would wash up neither.
Yeah.
But
Well,
if you see
well
one
up.
3 or 4, if you see one, first of all, if anybody come to your house, make I tell you something. If people come to my house and the sink full up at the shit, I dash thing at the garbage before they come inside and find the sink. for thing. I know the trick here. But I just think, Frisco, if I go and wash my dry,
Don't know how I left you right there with your plate. I never wash
Aye.
my plate when I go
I
there.
want to say, Lise, you're not going to two pants here, but yeah, you want to throw in all this thing out with his drawers. I know it's not wash one thing. I wash everything.
Nah.
Anyway.
I'm good. I'm good with you leaving it there. I'm better if you decide to wash your plate.
Yeah, I would have been,
Yeah.
I would have been more glad if you just get up and say, all right, boom, done. Leave it there because there's a method. But if you want to insert yourself in the method now, finish through the method.
Nah.
Uh,
And the pressure you guess, man, boy. The pressure you guess.
No. First of all, I don't guess.
Alan said, I'm thinking of one. Say, at my house, ask me the question. How I think about myself. It's my house. One guest of mine decide there, I offer them a plate of food, and if they gone and decide they want to wash their plate and put it there for now add to the thing, I got no problem with that. How I want to think about myself. That my house. I have no problem with that.
I used to watch when we used to go about places. You go to somebody's house, and they're like, my ma and we go to somebody else's house, and when we get there, my ma got one broom in her hand to sweep for their house. I mean
family members going over on a board, and you could expect that.
That's why I tell Dana, invite people to the house according to what we need. If we need a house for sweep, well, we know we invite Keturah. If
You know what I'm
we
saying?
need
Like,
a couple of dishes.
say they eat, I say, but they're outside like that. No, I would have said
Yeah.
the least you could do if they like you eat outside or offer somebody a drink, that for at least half of it, pick up whatever it is that they use and take it inside and left it outside. Now, if you say, leave those right there, don't worry about it, that's my prerogative. You say, leave it there. But some people are calling it, they're outside, they offer them a drink, and they left their glass right outside, then okay.
Yeah.
That I could look and say, no, you must have me do and leave better than that.
Yeah. Well, usually after my thing, leave it there, we can take care of it.
Right.
But,
But at least you
if
offer.
you
So
go-
again, when somebody offers to do something that they're not required to do, I'm cool with
Yeah.
that.
But you see, they never listen to the other part of the message because when I tell them,
How you
you
listen?
could leave it there, I'll get it. But they never listen to the part when I said, but if you go wash up everything. They always forget.
How you list? What's your take on that? I can hear your take on that.
I would have prefer you left your dish with everybody else than just to wash yours.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I'm not enough to eat at your house, neither.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You don't have to, because I would tell you to leave it where you were sitting or leave it as.
Yeah, if you
know.
say leave it, that cool.
Yeah, leave it.
But
That's
if
fine.
somebody get up, like if maybe the brother or somebody come out and then eat and then decide if you go in there and watch anything, I got no problem with that. I can't. I have no. Yeah. I would be. It would be like I'd have to be real
remiss.
so conceivable for expect that my brother or my guest, because they feel that it's necessary for them. People want to wash their own dish. If expect them to wash the whole damn dish of dirty things, no man, not that too much. That man, I would have never expected.
I would say leave it as is, but that's fine.
I never. That like man, you don't even have to do the part where you just do.
All right.
But that's me. Sorry, not me. That no want the people wash up the whole of the things. Lord have mercy.
Herman say, I apologize for not washing my plate. But yeah, you may wash your plate. Yeah. Nobody want to tell you. Again, that one and thing, you know what it is, bro? It's like, Lord of mercy, Monday, I'm going to bring it in at 10:29. It's like a MAGA voter. It's not the fact of they voted. It's the fact of, the mindset. So when you see somebody will come and say, oh, I wash my plate and left the others, right away you say to yourself, oh, this person is like one loner. This person is like one person where, just make sure you cover your own behind. There's a lot you could read about how somebody wash dishes.
Again, I know a personal, how you see it. Right?
Yes.
That's your personal thing. I see it different, and so Lisa sees it different, and I guess you check. But I would never have no notion to feel that because they watch their own thing that they have to watch everybody think that like.
First of all,
I can't do that to my guests there.
I have no notion. I have no feeling.
I am not expecting you, but if you're just going to watch one,
no, you watch your one. No, you don't just watch one. You watch your one.
Just leave it. And I mean, you're not here to wash anyway, because I would tell you that. No, you don't have to do that. You're not here for that.
It was just an observation. It was just an observation. It wasn't. I don't have one decision about it, but it was just an observation, that I saw. But we could settle this argument because me and Lisa don't win because Frisco are the one way to stand out. So we don't know we correct. But if one of the one call in 2804299 and make we know if we go down a house, if we'd have to wash up all the dishes or just before we play it.
No, my brother has come to my house already and wash his own plate. I feel no way about it. He wash his own thing. All right, cool. One less plate for I wash. So I go to that.
Yeah. Well, at the same way I look on it.
Okay. So what if the sink is clean? There's nothing in there, and you ate. You go to the sink, and I would say leave it. You don't have to, but then you choose to wash your plate, whatever, because the sink is clean. Is that a thing?
More point.
That good. That good if you wash the thing and it keeps the sink clean.
You see, and this again, we have to give the disclaimer. It is a plus when you eat at somebody's house and you wash your dish. That is a plus. Yeah, that is less than.
Why is that? Because next thing you know, if the person maybe has to leave, I can't feel a way that the person, at least he did that. It's a thanks man, I roll out and go and I wash the thing and I roll. I can't think that I expect the person to wash the rest of the things that I don't know even what kind of. That I guess. I can't think like that of a guess.
Just leave it there. Just leave it.
Okay, but you never want to leave it there. You want to wash it. Okay, you want to wash it cool.
No, but you know what happened? It is actually, I believe, in the book of etiquette, and Marlon might know, it might be
carry one paper plate.
Yeah. Yes, it might be bad manners to wash your dish, That might be bad manners, the book of etiquette.
Yeah, well, we are beliefs. We know stretch by the mannerly thing like that.
Yeah, but what all I had to say, if you don't wash up where you the sink, no wash up nothing. Just put on there. I appreciate if you wash up your one.
Who feels slighted by that because that happened like that? Well,
nobody felt slighted. It was just an observation. You know, one thing where I thought just crossed your mind for no reason? It was just something I noticed. This dude washed one plate, one fork, one cup, turn it down, turn off the water.
Okay.
And I know that, yeah. I feel like a real, you know what I found out yesterday, Frisco?
Huh.
You know what the Rasbuk middle name?
Boy.
Aloysius?
No, Paul.
What?
Boy.
Paul.
All?
Boy.
As in OLD?
No, as in HOLE.
Whole?
I will
Yes.
slap you.
I don't even want to know. Yeah, right. I don't
will
want to
slap
know. Like a license sound like you done up for school today already.
you.
Yeah?
Right. And it's only Monday.
I resent the fact that Buckley don't miss snappy finger out of me. Tell Elise, Buckley don't hear the hammer, the snappy finger. Gaston.
Oh boy. All right. To wash or not to wash. That's a very good. That's a good one though. That's a good one.
It's just an interesting thing. It's just an interesting. You're not wrong either way. Yeah. Just.
First thing about
Sure,
it,
that's a bad
you,
style.
hey, you run up a whole sink full of dirty things. Are like you expect me from my
No, man.
face? Like
No.
what?
I wouldn't even carry
no.
mine close there. I wouldn't even care. I'd left mine on the table. What? No. Left it on the table. Yep.
Nah, it's
Because, yeah. But we got up this morning and it looked like nothing happened yesterday. Looked like nothing happened yesterday.
About
Huh?
nothing happened.
No,
about?
I mean,
in the
nothing
yard.
happened here. Like there was a big bashment, you know. So then I get up the next morning and I want to go back to sleep right away.
Okay.
Then I look around.
Y'all
But
clean up
today
well.
was
Y'all clean up well, huh?
Very, very good. Poor Hannah was tired.
Say that again. We have got another conversation by that. Do we expect our children to clean up after our mess?
Depends on how
We
big
did,
the
not
mess
leave,
is.
we did not leave a mess.
No, there was no mess. That's what I had to say. There was no mess. Everything was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
So let me.
All right. So here's
Let me
another.
see.
All right. Here's another subject. Since you all bring up something like that, before we go to
Watch
the
out.
I mean, you got some new stuff, but here's another perspective.
Okay.
Then you tell me what you think. I hope this has to do with the show, but Carmelo. Yellow.
No,
Yeah, what's up?
Hi.
I think it's the way you brought up
Hey.
because we couldn't watch one thing and leave it there. We'd have to watch everything.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Wee. All right.
Yes.
I kid you
If
not.
that
I
may-
kid you not.
If that I mean Friday with me, I give on free flower. But that's true.
And I'm gonna leave
That's
that
true.
plate right there. I swear to God, I'm gonna leave that plate.
Yeah, but you know something? Again, there's nothing. Again, there's certain things will happen, and it's usually small little things that make you see the insight into people's mind. Sometimes it's just a little thing, because if somebody came over here, say that dude me wash the plate, and then anytime you done, boom, you wash a couple of other things. Like when I go there, I say, yo, dude, cool, man, dude, cool. I still say dude, cool. But you don't get the yo. You just get dude cool. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but
But
you see
again,
that,
it's the way
you
you
see
were
that
brought
one old time thing where, you know, the ladies ate around the table. The ladies did that, sit down formally, and so if somebody said, well, I'm going to engage in that, there's an expectation. But no, the kind of gathering that we have in today's day, they're not the same kind of gathering.
Yeah, true.
It's not that
true.
gathering where, especially if the outside thing, you know, or people
True.
passing through. It's a different. I can understand it. Back then, everybody was crimson. You came for that gathering. You that was all that was going on in the world.
And the thing is, back then, for real, it happened in your house.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whatever about it happened in your house, so you know there's
Times
gonna be
change,
a mess
right?
and
So
everything.
now you rope up now. You
Yeah.
say a big thing, a dirty thing. They say, you know what? Make I help out. Not let me add to this pile where they are, and then you probably have to leave. Cause you know,
Yes, because
we eat and run.
you do know
Yeah.
that you washing that one cup and salsa
Yes.
out of that sink full of dishes is like taking one cup of water out of the ocean. Yeah, make a big difference.
Alright, why this phone not the ring? I see Meredith the call and I know the seat the ring.
Meredith, I'm gonna try get in touch with Meredith for tell him where to go on, but you know, he cut up in bad style.
Okay, send me this call. So let me call back Meredith and see. 'Cause I don't know where to go on here with this thing. What? What? No. Murder hang up on me. What the with it?
What the windy?
Is there ready to tell you? Is there ready to tell you?
Okay, no, he didn't call back. No, all right.
What the windy?
No, with the. Where to go on, Meredith?
Morning.
You gotta lower that TV though.
Radio. Make us start off by telling this internet company time so they don't do the maintenance, man. Cause every day, every morning, you don't have no internet. It come and go, it come and go, it come and go.
Ooh, that we going with the radio there, man. You gotta take it off. Take it off.
The radio, they come to go, they come to go, they come to go.
Is it good now? Yeah, every time you see because they say do maintenance, but it's like almost a week, and every day you have internet interruption and anyway, the answer right now, I don't know for how long. Cause every 2 minutes ago, he come till the whole morning done.
Yeah, make a complaint. You complain?
Yeah, no, I don't complain, but then they tell me how they do maintenance in the area, and I see them man about this morning again. So.
Well, I mean, what you could do then if then, you know.
Maybe come and go, leave it.
Done, man,
Okay.
Progress bring problem, they say no, but anyway, it's all of my control. I want to talk about that, go for the day of somebody's house and wash up and blah, blah, blah. We think it depends on the individual, whether they're your house, they come to your house. Because some people are naturally workaholic, and then they just can't stand to sit by and see something they've done. They get up and do it. I would have get up and wash the whole sink of dishes that are me.
Mm-hmm. It's because of how you were brought up, Murray.
When we have gathering every New Year, before gathering even done, see me that garbage bag. Yeah, see me that garbage bag, we pick up whatever I call garbage, then we go in the kitchen and help the person who probably had the gathering wash up. And I think, but if somebody come to my house and they only wash their own plate, me I feel funny, me I say mean.
Hello, Mer.
I just don't get that, man. Hey, to each his own. I just don't get that. Yeah.
I think if I get up and do the dishes, because I think the person or the host need the lead help, and then I appreciate that they invite me, so then I do my little part too. I get up and help, because I think it's unfair if I go to a gathering and left the person with all the dishes and all the garbage and everything.
Yes, but then that's again, but then that's part you for do that, but. The guest, you think the guest? I don't. Again, that your thing.
It's not a must. It's not a must.
Yeah,
I go to a restaurant go eat, and I get up and I literally take up my plate and carry it to the young lady. You know, left my thing on the restaurant table, darling. Me carry it to the waitress at the counter. That's just me.
Yep.
So before I go, before the internet go again, Frisco, and the whole morning stew. I hear one of the ring off my name one behind my back.
Yes, because I get the beef liver and you never get it.
No, before that, the first thing about my edges.
Oh, the edges, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Leon.
Yeah. You the win. You that stew. I don't worry about nothing. You know you the...
Frisco, but you could ask Leon's wife. And ask Leon. I always tell them one of these days when I have a menu I think Frisco would I really like. I would have... Alright for her, but then how you get it, that be the problem. But obviously, they have their own solution to my problem.
Mm-hmm.
And now I vex with them because I know something. The thing where you get, that are there, that are my favorite
Well, I saw the man. I saw him say, and I said, "Why, man, it's a vex."
They even tell me that they had that.
Oh.
Nobody listen this morning.
They're like, wash up the things.
Yes.
I'm there.
All right, man.
They give me hook on the lemon, new the lemon. You are right. I don't add on my chicken soup for the day.
Okay.
Yes.
So para boil.
Then I give permission to use my name. How no one, no one, send no defamation.
Man, they tell me that chicken soup. I tell her call me and tell me where you got up, but yeah.
Oh.
I
guess it's not
you right now. I tell you for you.
Huh? What's that?
All right. Morning, Lisa.
I said maybe he's busy.
Oh yeah. Man say he's a chef too, you know, so.
Yeah, that's what I told you. Maybe he's busy.
Kathleen Evie that celebrate her concert, that bliss. We had fun, Aline. We had fun.
Yes, I saw you guys' pictures.
Internet make a look shame.
Right.
Oh gosh, man.
Yes, bye. Bye.
All right, Mary, later.
I love you.
Love you too, doll.
Yeah. The one and only.
More dip.
That's our girl, though.
That's right. There's no more dip than that.
There's no more dip.
Oh gosh, man.
There's no more. All right, so you want to give me the next instance and then huh?
Next instance, I wonder.
The next scenario.
Tell us.
Okay.
So,
but it's strong.
So one young lady says, well, a friend came over. It seems she told her friend that he was coming over. Lo and behold, she came over, and her man was with her. By the time they arrived, the person says she was getting out the shower, and so he left the door unlocked for her to come in.
Yes.
And let themselves in.
That's right.
So after he put on some clothes, she went into the living room to greet them.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Greetings.
yes. And she walked up. I gave my homegirl a hug, and she looks me up and down with attitude. Now my girl gonna put on some at the home clothes.
Okay.
She gonna put on some at the home clothes. Groove, you know what that is.
Great.
So it then reached, she says, I then reached to give the boyfriend a little church hug, and she put her arm in the way, stopping me from hugging him. Now I'm wondering, like, WTF is her issue. She tells her man, go to the car, and then she proceeds to question me and ask, where are my clothes? I told her, I'm in the comfort of my home. I don't need to put specific clothes on. She then tells me I knew that she and her man was coming, so I should have put on clothes.
Exit, stage left.
I kept it real with her, told her she's insecure and jealous of me, being that she blah, blah, blah. So, all right, the girl got on some pum-pum shots.
Yes.
At the home clothes.
Is that
That's right.
At some point, she knew that, well, the friend is coming over with her man. Is there an expectation that you should dress a certain way when having guests? Rather than, well, hey, you did at my house, I put on what I want.
Rasbuck sent a video to me that I sent to you, well, the crew.
I sent it
when
first.
Rasbuck, they showed up, I pull up my best underdrawers, open the gate, and right away Rasbuck start the video.
Yeah. I mean, hey, there's no explanation for something like that.
Yeah, right away Buck start the video. So when they get in there, Dana look for me and say, Steve, I think you should go put on some clothes. So I got on a bed and I put on some clothes.
She said, Lisa, talk to your boy. Tell him to go put on.
No, but for real, should you, again, and this goes to what you should do. Regardless that at your house, you need to have guests, and probably at some point you find out that, okay, your friend, they bring him man or your husband.
Mm-hmm.
But you dress in they're not just girls night out, but you're dressed like the girls, well, when I said night out, what they got in slumber party? It's not a girls'
pajama party.
Yeah, it's not a girls' slumber party where you could leave everything out for interpretation. Should you? Do you have a responsibility to dress appropriately, regardless that you're in your house?
Okay.
I think you do.
I talk about the girl, because the girl, see, Gatani, like I said.
Tell you.
Yeah.
It all depends on what is appropriate. You mentioned the very popular pum pum shorts, and that is appropriate in your house. Then you to walk around with.
But then you also have people over. Pum pum shots mean your butt cheeks hanging out, things like that. Not cool when you have people over. This is her man.
Who's right? Who's wrong?
I ain't gonna deal with that. Because
Did the girl know that her friend was bringing?
At some point, she figured it out. Yes. Maybe you
But
never
it's-
initially know, but at some point, okay, you knew. You could pop out
When
and say,
I
well,
know-
you could come out and see the dude, and you could say, give me a minute, and, you know, put on something to cover up whatever be the case. No, in your own
Yeah.
house, yeah. So the guy say, hey, I ain't in my own house. I know this change to nobody.
But not only, I know that the person will come out there half naked.
No,
You
you
know,
know, that's the thing. You come out dressed like you're at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that don't have to be half naked. I know when people come out at the shower sometimes, they put on one little t-shirt and one little short pants. If some part of your luggage to show, well, that's your business. I know the whole luggage, the only pieces. But I would
No, the dress weapon, you know the man when they look. The man got eye candy at this point. Sorry.
Of course. So right away, the way I look on this is the woman
She should dress a little bit more appropriate.
That's how you say it? I say it as the one where they complain and love a man.
No.
Can I leave it to eye candy for a man and she begs?
No.
Anyway,
No.
watch ya.
Yes, you're
I would
home
believe-
and you into your comfort zone. Yes, but you also have people over.
Yes,
Not
you're
everybody's
right.
supposed to see you.
You're right. You're right. And again, you don't put on your most revealing thing, but you put on what make you comfortable. First of all, if they're a friend, you know.
But we don't know
okay, this-
what she had on.
this- yeah,
Yes,
but we
well,
know
there's
that
a
this is
picture
not a
attached.
wild one.
There's a picture attached. Of course, I can't show the picture. It's eye candy. Like you're going to bed with a man.
Like I say, send the picture to me and I can decide.
You want to be the judge?
Yes, how do you mean?
You want to be the judge of that?
So that's another scenario. Let's see what we got.
I know that the way I prefer to walk around. Now, if I know somebody that come to my house, I want to take off the one who got a hole in it, and I put on one who no got no hole in it, and things like that. You know.
Yes. Chani says yes. Dress appropriately, even if it's your own house. Respect people so you get back that respect from them. I mean,
Yes,
people say, okay,
and
the guy
this
pop up,
way-
people say, oh, hold on, make a, okay, it goes back to where group may say, hey, it's how you're, you know, what you comfortable. It doesn't ring a bell that, hey, one man pull up with, and I knew I dressed one certain way where revealing to this man. But he said, you know, hey, that's my house. You could leave if you want. Bye.
Then not just that, I believe that there is one certain amount of responsibility you have to look presentable when guests come. Even if you comfortable around your girlfriend,
Yes.
if a man there, you know, it might look funny. So you should know what you're dressed like. Now, we can't decide how revealing this outfit was, so we could make one proper decision, because maybe it wasn't that revealing.
No, it was revealing.
It was that revealing.
Yes.
Yes. So you didn't have much to the imagination.
No. That one, like I said,
Well, all right, that would be a little bit out of the way. I would say that would be a little bit out of the way.
yeah. Different fine if you pop up there somebody's house, but they plan to go there.
Okay. No.
No, if you just pop up.
Then that's different. I am home, not expecting anybody to show up at my house. So.
Get a load of this.
Uh,
All right, we want to say is tell the truth. Earlier, you were only wearing.
We see a little video. You want draws.
Okay.
Yeah. I asked a question in group. I sent a lead thing there. Didn't I ask this question?
All right.
I think I
Darren
asked my
said,
question.
I would expect some level of appropriateness, even though it's your house. Only time is excusable. The only time it's excusable is when Jehovah Witness show up. Then you got to open the door in your birthday suit. Oh, lad. Yes, but true. All right. Let me see.
One story says, when you have guests, you're no longer at home. So as I get the message that
true.
guests are coming, I have to change unless it's my sisters, of course, with the girls. And then if the sister has a 3-year-old son and he's tagging along, then bam, I need to change.
mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I got it. Thanks, Groove. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that was thing. Again, we're talking about you being in your house and what's the rules in your own house when it comes to guests.
Yeah, well, I mean, there is one certain amount of decorum. There is a certain amount of responsibility. I walk out there with your bengalenge hanging or showing a thing. So you put on clothes approach. They're like music. You know how you know if your music is good to listen to? If you have to turn your music down because of the content when people come in, then it's not the nice music. And that's all it is. If you to wear some clothes and you say, you know what, I don't want to flash nobody when I move because you know what happen. Some people just sexy like that, do you know? Some people like wear clothes just gay and leave flash and thing like that, and then But I would appeal like you should have put on a bit of clothes.
All right, fair enough.
Not too much. Not too much.
Cover up.
Just
Yes, all right.
Not all the way. Just
Carolyn Dawson says, bringing bad energy when washing dishes at someone home. See why. What if the person living at the house and only wash plate? Oh, that might be me.
No, that's not the problem. Then no, that's a big problem. Right?
Big problem. Yeah. You gotta. Well, I mean, I don't know. Everybody got their one thing going on in their one house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, ashamed for somebody to come clean at my house.
No.
But my
I
kids
think
don't feel no way.
that's because of the time we're living in. I think that we not doing a lot of stuff.
Hold on, I would like this post, yeah. See why?
Like house party.
How see why I like this post, yeah? Where Alan say got to say thinking of oneself. how dare you?
Good spooners. We're not beat out from Trump yet, man. We'll drag you on my break.
Hamza Valencia says, good morning. Good manners will tell you. Wash it all. Oh my God. What else? Bad manners when I wash all the plates. Oh Lord, these people, I never go eat down the house because I never go wash no dishes down the house. I had to set myself up for an entire job.
Yeah, there's not a wrong, bro. Yeah, there's not a wrong.
But I can tell you we're wrong. Can you come do it again? And I wish I could have turned this camera around. Can you come step in here again with a plate? The AC they blowing in this direction. I could talk about work etiquette though. If this is correct for somebody, but know you're hungry. You know you're hungry.
Turn the AC. Turn the AC.
Come in here. Come in here with the plate full. So I can get the whiffs.
Get the AC.
I don't do no good.
In a plate to get it cool. Make the AC blow right in a plate for cooling it quick.
Yeah, you send wrong picture. All right.
I tell you. He right there, that one we wouldn't wash all of the dishes. He now wash you one plate.
Yeah. All right, guys. We got to take a break and we'll be right back.
Already?
Just like that. It's Monday.
How you mean? A regular old Monday.
Yeah, we focus on people bad behavior. From prejudicial behavior to house etiquette. And friend etiquette to work. Bad style, to work bad style, We'll be right back.
And speaking of bad behavior, Lou, Boca, Amur, they get 15 lashes each. And Frisco to get 50 lashes.
Let him get 50.
Yeah, that's why they get all, you know.
Mer said the person's shamed for the wrong things.
Right. What?
The person's shamed for the wrong things.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize.
All right. Welcome back. We got time.
Your dreams like
You got time. There's 3 minutes to spare. Oh boy.
Lente.
Yo.
Upon what? Fish?
Morning, peoples. Groove.
Morning,
sir.
Yes, sir. Hey, where you going?
Please.
Hi, good morning.
Before you go up on the mic, huh?
Oh, sorry.
You know they born no that already. I did for that.
I forget you got rules. Sorry. But just a quick announcement to the public is that try going to fish now. Fish is very, very. I remember on here for me, and I will stand behind this. Fish is very cheap right now. You can get for $5 a pound, plate size. And I don't mean I can announce it if there's one location.
They're everywhere?
Yes, you got Yabra Bridge, you got by Swing Bridge, got some fishermen out there to know fresh catch.
Yeah.
By Swing Bridge, then you got the original location, right? So
Fish
people.
Bridge and Barracks?
Yeah.
Did you check the Barracks as well?
Barracks? Yeah, but I think at the evening, but they wanted up plate size.
Okay. All right, just checking.
They want their kitchen. Sorry for me.
So you get fish and put in the freezer at the way they say.
Get to know fish. Bad news. Limited place that will make cross bun. So now we need this year. We have to make one cross bun.
We got Lisa Love, so we know where about it.
Why you like to bun me? Why you don't bun me? I don't know if you want to come down the tree. Right? So Lise, you're there, right?
Yes,
we
I'm
have been-
hearing.
You know we have been good to Lisa a while. Yeah, dashing Ali bun in every break, man.
Yeah, I know.
You know the way there?
Yeah, me tell you, you go talk about fish, you go beg for no bun, yeah.
Look at them for the circle on the tree. Or you who are Lisa,
Hey, group, tell Lisa, you know?
Nah, they tell you. Man, going a plate of food to bake.
Yeah. All
I
right.
don't like that group.
No,
that bun group.
Nah, good advice. Yeah, good advice. Thank you.
Anyway.
Make on a bun, get on the molasses. When you put
No,
molasses
the man say
in,
give a fish. Give a fish. Cause reasonable right now. Cause you know, when the Easter?
Yes. The fish going up when the Easter.
Yeah.
Of course.
So to make
Easter that when
the
again?
flour too, because when the Easter, yo, we are safe, we have fish.
Okay. Why, mate?
I don't know if you're gonna go that lamb though.
You come up. Yeah.
When we are do with the hagfish, I think we are take off the back leg of the hagfish and make ham. What?
The shoulder?
Yes.
Wicked. Anybody ever try that? Make fish ham.
It's 7-Eleven, baby. When is the best time?
Yes. The best time to make hagfish steak. When we finish eating, you guys are ready for dessert. We bought the tilapia ice cream there. I tell you, girl, you're not frozen yet. But if you want, I can give you tilapia shake.
Yeah. Hell no. All right.
7-Eleven, baby. Thanks, CY.
7-11. Yeah, we're going on. A minute done gone. I miss it. I watch it just now. And when I look again at 8 past.
The only you want miss it, me and Lisa, they had at 7-Eleven.
Was it up?
What?
I don't know, but CY holla. CY said 7-Eleven, so I said
that's right. How you mean? There's a picture that's up there with Mr. T.
Hold on, let me grab this call first.
Ice T and Ice Cube.
Yeah. Carmelo.
Good morning, my friend.
Yeah, what's up?
Hi, good morning, Don Hector.
A contribution that I want to make this morning, especially for the people living in Belize City and where there are no rivers. Rivers are the most treacherous streams of water that we have in this country. The Sibun, to mention. The Sibun has a lot of what we call whirlpools. They call them eddies, E-D-D-I-E-S, eddies. A person that is taken there to the Sibun, as has happened many times in record, have drowned because they don't know what a whirlpool is. That child that was baptized, I understand, a young man, sad to hear, was there, went in maybe for a swim, and fell into those
treacherous body of water that are actually like a merry-go-round in the water. You drop there and they spin you. I was born in a river. I was raised in a river. I swam in a river. I dived in a river. And I know what a river is all about. So I think that parents should be cautioned that this coming summer holidays, don't go and adventure into a river that you do not know. Ask the villagers to tell you where it is safe to swim, to dive. But just don't go because you think you're a Tarzan son and you will venture into a river. That happened to Mr. Blackman. Mr. Blackman was an Englishman that was cutting logs around the Blackman Eddy area. He went into the river, all his power with himself, got into a little dory with his rubber boots, and he dropped in an eddy. The dory capsized because it's like a whirlpool. Mr. Blackman went there and his rubber boots fell with water and he drowned. That's why that village is called Blackman Eddy. It wasn't because of a black man, it was a white man named Mr. Blackman. So I am just
like drowned in an eddy.
At the sea, there is what you call the tow current. You go into the sea at any of the little islands, and if you are not worried, a tow current comes and they take you miles away. This happened in Australia. I was in Barbados when the British High Commissioner wife went into the sea, and up to now they can't find her. A tow current came from underneath, they run underneath the sea, not on top. And they just pick you up and take you miles. So parents, be careful. The summer holidays are coming and you are going to go and venture. It is your right, privilege, but be careful. Too many people have drowned on the Cebu River. And other rivers too, but I mentioned the Cebu because that's the most recent one that we witnessed here. Okay, thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right, it's a bit of history.
You see, now, I tell you something. I didn't know that Mr. Blackman was a white man.
There you go.
I did not actually. I did not know that. That's how he got his name. That Mr. Blackman drowned, and apparently in an eddy, Blackman Eddy. Wow.
That's a bit.
Wow.
That's a bit of
That's a bit of history right there. I'm sure a lot of people didn't know. I want to say good morning going on to Miss Kuna and also to the beautiful, yes, Miss Kathleen. Yeah.
Kathleen.
What?
Miss Aberdeen, good morning.
Carmelo.
Hey, Frisco, you have to put on your boys, kind of go on boating since you bring on bricks, so maybe you get some kind of some car, clean till you have to check it out.
That brick radioactive, boss. Brick radioactive.
I didn't know I got that there.
You heard me, Frisco?
I'm not sure I got that there. It might be something electrical. I'm not sure. Something get turned on somewhere.
You use?
No, but the after break time for the fish and thing and income.
You got bad energy.
But why you not see you don't got time your phone?
Yeah.
You don't want to miss his hair.
Yeah. No, so then
Maybe you rock Hudson to group.
You don't remember Rock Hudson?
I only wrote you for all man of it.
Yes, sir.
Back up. All right.
Yeah, man.
Yes. I tell you, man, that
At least how much years you had there that day?
31.
31.
31.
I tell you I think study about brick. Every time brick pass the airport, that guy got counted that radioactive thing go off. So that's the way they set off the thing in the studio, radioactive.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything in the studio. The monitors are on.
Okay.
So
You're not hearing
everything is good. See why you don't have to do that, my love? You have done enough. See
what
why
is it supposed to do?
Say, get me another fish. See why that is more fish than I know what to do with. Yo, sure. Where me you shall eat it. Make I tell you what happened with Dana last night. Dana pig out by Marlon the tomahawk steak. He get up this morning. He pressured at 190 had over 113 and a heart rate at 120. I say, you see? You, and I watch you know. Here you want to eat.
What?
You want to eat some more of the steak.
Oh, yeah?
I tell her the steak done. Because I tell you what happened. We tried to make sure that everybody got, things to carry home. But when everybody got things done, there was still some steak left. So right away in the back of my mind, I said, well, hell, I want pig out tomorrow. But then as people are going to tell her, yo, the steak, they in there, the legs, they had it. When everybody got, I gone back there, the thing, 3 pieces of steak left in there, and I nearly ball. Nearly ball. Good
One
thing.
for you, one for Donna.
Yes. Good thing. Well, let me say, I eat the 3 of them there.
Oh,
But when I tell Dana, I said, babe, I said, steak done. Dana said, no. Marlon, me cut off some pieces for me, right? You see?
Oh,
I
boy.
said, whoa. Yes. So, yeah, man. That was very good. So, to try getting a fish, because
Yeah, I
he
get
said
a
it right
fish.
from the corner.
It's true.
Carmelo?
Boy, you feel the steak this morning?
Yeah, that might be on the transmission thing. I'm not sure what-
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be.
Hello?
Radio or TV? Hello? Radio or TV?
No, they're on the internet.
On the
On the
internet?
net.
Yeah.
Okay.
That might not be an hour in.
I'll take it over.
Yeah, maybe stop and restart again.
Do you think we should take a quick lootie?
No, I can't troubleshoot that right now. We're live.
We haven't taken a lootie in a while.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we're not going to take a lootie, ladies and gentlemen. Frisco got bad style. Casale says, I know your village is a bird sanctuary, so you guys decided to barbecue a tomahawk yesterday. Yes, well, the tomahawk is not an endangered species. So, it's not like the chicken hawk. The tomahawk is a different one. Yes.
That's a different kind of hawk.
Yes, definitely. But it was always good. There's something happened somewhere out of the country. Oh, remember the earthquake we were telling you guys about in Myanmar?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the people fled Myanmar because of the wars and everything that's been happening. And those same people that fled, a lot of them are trying to get back because a lot of them said that they feel guilty that, they left their country, and then this happened and they see the suffering going on. So a lot of people, are going back, just because, and that's what you call patriotism, pride in your country.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe we have that too. It's just that we have not had the need to show the pride that we have, So, and hopefully we don't have to. But yeah, Germany decides to leave history in the past and prepare for war. Missile launcher sends a cloud of brown dust into the air as it hurtles across the field towards the firing line. Moments later comes a soldier countdown from fire. Anyway, that's the buildup. But Germany's military, the Bundeswehr, recently got all clear for a massive increase in investment after Parliament voted to exempt defense spending from strict rules on debt. So in Germany, the basic bottom line is that the axis of power is being shifted. Mm-hmm. A lot of these European countries are changing up their strategies because they say they cannot count on Big Brother anymore. So, but we're still not showing a picture of the hagfish. I tell you, I try to pose this hagfish for so long so I could get a right picture. Lexi, please. Is it the beautiful Miss Lexi up there, Kyle? This is a popular looking fish. I never know the thing may look so much. Yes, right. It is it.
Side in the grill.
Yes.
That's what I did. What?
Anyway, whenever we get a chance to see it, we want to watch it.
It's talking, but nothing is coming out over the air. What are you saying?
Work better when the mic down.
It's true.
No, I'm saying, whatever caused that, not sure what it is. I think it came off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Whatever it was.
Whatever it is, under my control in studio.
Why?
But, all right. So, what the hagfish say?
Yes, show me the hagfish, please.
Man.
All right.
It favor.
They
Is
favor.
it a hagfish? Yes. I had to tell you.
All
Who
right.
does it favor?
Nope.
No hagfish for you. No
Darren
hagfish.
sent a picture that he said the heir apparent to all he surveys cooked this yesterday. And yes, and what it is that you will be seeing is grilled tuna steak and aglio e olio pasta by the heir himself. Well, I ain't put in and myself. It's by the heir and myself. No, I think that you take the picture and I look like something where the heir would have produced. Yes. Why, but that look wicked though.
Yeah,
I like the rolls. I like the rolls. So
Looks
then they look
good,
good.
Darren.
Yes. Uh-huh. I gotta tell you something.
Yeah, the one thing I know, like
I don't know.
chicken roll.
But,
I mean,
you know
fish
like-
roll. Fish roll. I don't like
fish
that.
roll?
Yeah, the egg business. Can't. Not a friend.
You mean caviar?
Where's that?
You don't.
You don't like caviar?
No caviar, but I mean, fish roll in its natural state. People like that. I know I have a gene like that. My mom likes that. I can't stand it.
Fish roll or caviar, my boy?
I know, prepared
He don't like the
salt.
roll.
But yeah.
Yeah.
When you go and get
you
your
know,
fish, they would sometimes.
No, people like the
fish-
roll. People cook the roll in at the same pot.
And when you cook the roll, you don't know how much hundreds of thousands of fish you'd eat right there.
Yes.
What I like about
Right, go on,
what I like about the picture that Darren sent was that it chopped with mushrooms. That is a good. I like the pasta that he's using. But I want to tell you what I noticed. There's very few vegetables that people would eat individually. Like you might eat one lettuce by itself. You know, you might eat one tomato by itself. But I never seen somebody pick up one onion and say, make I take a bite. Or one sweet pepper and say, make I take a bite. But as soon as you cut them up and put them together, you want to eat them. You ever notice that?
Yeah, it's
As soon as you put them together, you want to eat them.
balance it out. No, but if you take an onion, if you take an onion, put it in aluminum foil, put it on that grill, and let that thing cook in that foil, the sugar is what the onion come out, and boy, that's the most delicious thing.
Yes, but you have transformed it from an onion
to what?
To a dessert. Yes.
Hey, the onion, when that onion cooking and that foil, I leave it as smoke.
Onion have a-
boy, that sweetness, that
onion
sugar
have
that
a
come out.
real-
Yeah, you guess you transform it. It's not an onion anymore.
Yeah, it have a real sweet spot where if you cook it at the right temperature long enough, it tastes like candy. You can almost eat it by itself.
But we
You know,
do.
it's really good.
But we do.
You
Give me
can.
that onion right there.
Exactly.
All right. According to the Creme News Center, 2 police officers detained for questioning over latest plane landing. Again?
Oh,
Lord.
Lord. Aye. Poor people they just try to jam.
2 police officers and a civilian were detained and are being questioned in connection with the latest suspected drug plane, they say. One is an inspector, the other is a sergeant. Oh, Lord.
That's an up there. That's an up there.
And then one belonging to the anti-narcotics unit. Oh, Lord. How worse can it get?
Do we want to know?
So the planes have started again, there was one last week, one again this week. Grumman Gulfstream 2 twin engine business jet.
Yes. Was it burnt or was it left for us?
No, it's burnt. You know what that is. The cargo worth more than the plane.
That's right, but still. We should have make them know, we not deal with it as harshly if I left the plane there intact.
Really?
So I could use them.
So the plane left South America The Joint Intelligence Operations Center JOIC activated its operational plan, deploying security forces nationwide. Well, that's a hard thing. This is while in a small country that there's still a lot of space.
That's right.
So the plane entered Belizean airspace just after midnight, March 27, crossing over into Guatemalan airspace. And then the track faded.
Oh, okay.
However, on Thursday,
therein lies
just
the
before
problem.
3 a.m., a large fire was observed near the Belize-Guatemalan border. And Belize...
That's why you have to ask yourself, how the tracking work all the way from South America, and when it get right to Guatemala, is stop.
That's what it works. In land, that will happen.
Yeah.
Well, I drew that.
Yeah. So BDF aircraft and joint enforcement team were dispatched. How it is they arrested these individuals wasn't made clear. I guess they were in the area. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I know there's something I was to bring up. I don't know. Well, let me see. I gotta check the Creme news editor. There's something going around on Facebook saying that, and this might be false news.
Oh, I think I know where you're going.
Report it quickly.
Charging people for making missing person report. That does not even sound logical. It sounds like crap. So I fail to believe that even.
I'm trying to figure out
has any grounds in reality, because that's dumb.
Because if somebody goes missing and their family is concerned, it doesn't matter if it's for 24 hours or 12 hours. If you're supposed to be at an area and you're not there, and you're not answering your phone, you're missing. What's going on?
Yeah. I know what happened. They have this law or this rule that say you have to be missing for a certain period of time before they consider you missing. But I don't even know if that is a good law, because if you're a person that have a routine, that your family know you have a routine, and by this time you should be home and you're not, and you wait 2-3 hours and you call and you say, yo,
still no answer.
Somebody's missing, there shouldn't be a problem with that. There shouldn't be a problem with you posting up anybody like that.
I think if you can prove if somebody was intentionally being mischievous, that's different.
Yeah, that's different.
But if somebody has a legitimate concern. So I honestly know, I just see they say police. I'm not sure if it's even here nor there, but it's been making its wrongs, and I don't think it make absolute no sense. Who are you going to charge? The person who went missing or the person who made the report?
The report.
So, I know. I don't like about I like about this whole thing either. There's been a few people that went missing and were found, and there's been quite a few people that went missing and weren't found.
Exactly so.
Yeah, and were not found. But because the ones that were found, some of them were found to have just skipped off for the weekend or whatever. A lot of people now, when you see a missing person report, a lot of people right in at the mind right away, even comment, some lewd comment.
Right.
That,
I'm like,
this person not missing, this person just about. And I think that is so wrong. You should, every missing person report, we should.
Yeah, there's a reason why people are scared. It's because of that fact that, especially the men, when the men go missing, they hardly ever turn back up alive.
Yeah.
Some people have cause to be alarmed for something. It's not out of the realm. But again, I don't know if there's any truth to it.
Also, that happened last night. Apparently, a gentleman, an officer, was shot, and I'm not sure the officer's condition, but it happened around the nightclub Eruption. Apparently, police tried to make a traffic stop on a motorcycle, and the motorcycle rider tried to escape, shot back, and hit an officer. We hope that the officer is doing well. We hope he is. Yeah. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. I know this gentleman.
Well,
yeah,
remember a couple of weeks ago, another officer was hit with a was it a bottle
Yeah.
at an establishment as well,
Yeah.
doing security
Yeah.
at an establishment. So, I mean,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's still a dangerous job.
It is. It is. And I'll tell you, I know the young man that's accused of doing this, and that's such a that's why they say you can't judge a book by the cover. From everything that I know of this young man, this goes against everything that I know he's about. And it's a shock to a lot of people.
Okay.
It's a shock to a lot of people.
Wow.
But again, I think that police officers have a rough job. I don't think they get paid enough. And this is why we always say that. Because you never know when you're an officer and you step out there, this may be your last day on your job.
Yep.
And that could be for everybody, but for them, it's even more. And again, I feel so terrible for the officer and his family. And I feel so terrible for this gentleman's parent, his mother, because, it's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing all around. I feel bad for for the young man too, because his life, I guess, is relatively over. When I say that, he's gonna look. We just wish that the officer recovers, and the young man's family is okay. That's what we hope for. At 11:31.
Yeah, so cross-checking with the criminal center. So while it's been making its rounds, it doesn't seem to come from anywhere unofficialdom.
Okay.
Or inofficialdom. But people have been commenting on it, and and that you say we go back to the internet is becoming the social media internet. It's every day we move on. It's becoming a place.
Right.
More and more of disinformation. And we could clearly say, no, you know what? The internet and where we source legitimate information, especially social media and social media platforms, is becoming non-worthy, if that's a word. Stop getting information from there.
Right.
Yep.
And so, while now we even see these, what you would call them, I can't call them legitimate news centers or news pages because they pop up on it. Compared to traditional news media, like what we are. And it kind of gives to the argument that we had a long time that people who are operating at this space not necessarily have the kudos to do it. And now, with all the disinformation and people just willingly to put anything up,
people are
getting your information from Facebook and social media sites is becoming more and more and more of a thing that, you know what? Just leave it alone. Stop getting information from there.
Right.
And people gravitate to it, and people comment, and hundreds of comments on something when not even real. And when they see pictures and videos of things that aren't real.
And they stand up and stand firm with them.
The dead internet theory is not a theory anymore. The internet is a fake place. There's nothing real there. People put legitimate things. I mean, people put things that you would think are legitimate, but aren't. Among disinformation or wrong information or false information, any other word where you could pick.
Something that is not true.
That is, like everything now, like I go in it now and I don't expect nothing to be real. Legit, I don't expect anything to be real. And so I'll be careful with these people who are operating at this space. And we have to stop people gravitate to it, but it's not a space for legitimacy anymore. So the quote unquote believes this and believes that, and that one then news and that one then news. They operate in a space where alone misinformation they happen. Now, Belizeans, you have to wake up and realize that would go on and stop to gravitate towards this space where alone wronging for you to get. With that said,
Very good.
I don't want to go on a rant here.
We have been saying this for a long time.
But, you know, legitimate news media like Kramer, we have to pay with taxes and pay with broadcast license and have a responsibility.
But telling the truth.
And I firmly believe that the government and the broadcasting authority need to make crack down on these. Anybody would say they're in a news media, when I got the qualifications for it,
but
shut it down.
I listen to it too hard. Remember, for you like a license, you know.
Shut it down. People where they advertise and they get where with using a space where not legitimate and they siphon the dollars from the people who really they hire people for work. I tell her Rainbow Grove, Facebook need to get checked, I believe. Facebook they siphon real money for real businesses. I know they pay the country no taxes. But the people they gravitate towards that and spend a little bit of money. And they take over the advertising and the commercial industry. Commercial as in advertisements. I know they pay no taxes. So people don't want to come and crime and advertise or go to that one and advertise and rather go to Facebook.
Okay, does a news blog considered a news media?
I said no. I call
No, I wouldn't consider. No, it's just that a blog.
Yeah, but they post, and then you get more and more. So with this story right here, somebody posing as that, and then it finds its way in these people's timeline without any fact checking. A dangerous thing. A dangerous thing. But I digress. Moving on. It's just Monday. I don't never gone at the shindig yesterday.
Please don't gress. Please don't gress.
All right.
Darren said, boy, I know a grocery store owner here in town who eat raw onion like apple. And you could imagine what it does to his breath. You could smell it before you see him.
But he healthy though.
Well, I don't know.
All right, so Stuart says, so how can you charge them if it's not in news media?
No. Yeah, but that's what you have. You shut it down. You find out that who like you don't, because somebody just can't go right now down a building, put up an antenna, and start broadcast. Because the police are calling for you. Shut it off. You have a license for broadcast? No. So this is our part, the laws have to catch up to the technology.
Yeah. And I think that the same guidelines that real media houses have to follow, they should have to follow too.
Exactly. So.
I understand technologies change, and one time it used to be strictly radio, then TV. Now we have internet, so the technology changing. But we know who the real media houses are, and out of the top 3, we know who the top 1 is. Same thing like with the newspaper. So, yes.
No, too much people gravitate to nonsense and we become less informed as a country because
the
dead internet theory. Yeah, sorry, the dead internet is again it's not a theory anymore. It's a place for just and the more AI makes it possible with how it's operating, you'll find more and more things that are just not real.
It's surprising how many people are gullible to read something that obviously is wrong and still swear by it. That's why it's a dangerous thing. A little bit of knowledge in an untrained mind is a terrible thing.
Yes, true.
Yes. But speaking of terrible thing, it is 22 minutes to 12 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, on Monday, the last day of March. So, either we take a commercial now or we get the preliminaries quick.
Grab the girly word.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the girly word. I saw Miss Love thinking about this yesterday as she sat down. Yes.
You guys hear the birds right by the window?
The birds are singing?
Right by the window.
Oh, isn't that Cinderella?
Okay. All right. So, are you ready? Because it is here. All right. Doubts for today are canceled. Go get it, girl. Doubts for today are canceled. Go get it, girl. Pick up yourself. Huh?
Okay. I agree with this appear too.
Wow. One of her stories saying, oh, wow. I hope no fatality. All right. Now we have the first part of the man's perspective.
Why? What happened?
I'll send it to you guys.
All right.
First part of the man's perspective, because if I send it up yet. All right. Bing! Ding! Boom! All right. The first part of the man's perspective has just been sent up.
Okay.
And until it reaches you, Frisco.
Give yourself
please.
15 lashes one time.
50 lashes.
Right.
I hope you went to church.
What?
And your mind out of the gutter. Ladies and gentlemen, this perspective was said by Lao Tzu. And he said, a great man is hard on himself. A small man is hard on others.
I don't know where to go with that one.
That sounds like a crime to me. I'm not sure. A great man is hard on himself. A small man is hard on others.
That's terrible.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. But, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a great man.
Yes.
Hold on one second. All right, I'll pause my perspective. Quick, Krem, hello.
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah, what's up?
Listen, I just want to know, you guys were conscious of Vernon Street, you know where that bottleneck is wrong there, going out to the Western Highway. You could barely pass through there every day, and then if you have a funeral, it's even worse. You know, if I do anything for that, man, it has no parking, but it's like, bottleneck in there.
Oh, parking in that area?
It said no parking the signs, right? But there's still vehicle on both sides.
Still parking.
And if there's funeral, the police direct you through there. It's a nightmare to get through there with the buses and everything coming through Vernon Street. You know where everything's the Western?
Yeah, by Welcome Center.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad area there, boy. Can't get through with vehicles.
Any mechanic there around there?
What? Everywhere. There's a blink car, a mechanic everywhere. But every day it's like that.
Man. No, I'm asking, is there a mechanic shop in that area?
Not a shop. I just see people repairs on the street. A lot of repairs on the street. And it's on side, both sides. And that's what makes it.
That's something for the traffic department to address, or the city council.
Yeah, I just want to sound the alarm because it's a mess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
Well, you know what the song says? Ring the alarm.
Yeah, mahogany shit going in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it's
join
Vernon
Mr. Frisco.
Coming, like, to the highway. It's Vernon Street. He spoke about.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
Mahogany going into Mopan. That's a nightmare. I don't know how. I wonder if traffic officers pass there every day. Or at least once a month. God, man, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Terrible.
All right. Okay, here, man's perspective. So, Groove, you're the husband, or you're the boyfriend, or whatever, current, and you see your significant other's phone. That is, it's not locked. Maybe they forgot to lock it.
Yes.
And you know, WhatsApp is there, Facebook is there. Do you use that as an opportunity to interfere and fast, or do you just leave it as that?
That happened to me every day. That phone always around me, and I never feel it. You know what happened? There's certain things that you do that open up a box, and you need to say to yourself, I either trust this person or I don't.
Right.
The only reason why you would go into your partner's phone is if you don't trust them. But if I trust you, I don't have no business in your phone, not your thing. Me don't care what you just said to
It's
your
like, yeah, it's like you don't look for it, but it's there.
But you didn't look. You didn't look.
The situation presents itself.
No, the only reason why you want to pick it up is because you didn't look for it. You might tell yourself, I don't look for nothing that may I only didn't see where they talk about, but you didn't look. That's not why you pick it up, because you didn't look.
So that human intuition, that curiosity that lies and dwells in the underbelly of our psyche, no pops its heads up.
Curiosity, no, curiosity does not curiosity not trump manners. And manners is that you shouldn't look. And the thing is, if you feel like you need to look, something happened that triggered one little bit of mistrust. Nothing where you do and destroy the relationship, but something happened that was questionable. That would cause you to look. But if nothing to go on with questionable, if everybody talk front to everybody left, then if you go look, you did look for something. I would imagine, you know.
How the ladies, you think if the woman saw your phone slipping?
Oh, hell yes. Oh, hell yes.
Lisa, defend it.
I personally would not. Come now.
Huh?
Yeah, the same thing.
Childish business. No.
So it would be something that if your significant others.
You should know what you have. You should know what you have, and you know you have this person, trust this person. No need for all of that. Come now.
That's right.
It's just that these phones lately ask you to put a passcode on there.
Yeah.
But other than that,
So if you saw your significant other's phone open because of whatever, you wouldn't take that as an opportunity to sneak a peek and just for the heck of it.
No.
Okay.
No. And you see, again, my phone, they're all over the place, and if you ring, I tell anybody answer it, like that. Ladies and gentlemen.
If the phone rings, you can get it. I might be outside, I might be doing something, whatever. If the phone rings, you can get the phone from me, please.
Right. What did we learn today?
Ladies and gentlemen, these are honest folks.
Yes. What have we learned today, ladies and gentlemen, on the Morning Stew? The first thing we learned is that Mr. Frisco, I wash up on a whole thing full of dishes.
Hell no.
Second thing we learned, no left your phone wrong, Frisco. Check out.
Well, I'm just hot me right there, so.
Yeah. You're going to learn today.
You're going to learn today.
Right? What I would do to my significant other in the past is set my phone on the table, right, and I'll ball up a small piece of paper, or a tiny piece of paper, and leave it by my phone in a certain angle, a 45-degree angle at 2 inches, right? So I'll know if she moved that phone or not by the angle of that phone and that piece of cotton or toilet paper that I rolled up. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know. That, I don't your phone, but I just measured this cotton. It was 2 inches. Now it's 4 inches away from the
lone secret agent.
So that's too much work. Nah.
Excuse me?
Casalia, just give me my ball, make I go home.
Anyway, guys, you guys have a good day today. But yeah, no, I don't trust. I wouldn't trust my significant other, or she couldn't trust me either because of maybe my past mistakes. It all depends who you're with at the same time, because when you're in this bleeding community, it's hard to adjust to being that person because people already know about your bad mistakes. When you're in a bigger city, it's different. Anyway, guys, I'm out.
Yes, No, make it deal with it. Make it be real now. Make it be real now. How many people would that, and how many people have, because of a situation like that, actually found out something that, so the average person would want to grab that phone. I mean, in today's day, people would want to grab that phone because that's how you find out things. The folks who are clean probably wouldn't have anything to hide, so that's cool.
The guy telling you something. If I grab anybody's phone, the first thing I do, I look for the one view. I don't care about no message. I just want to see the one view.
Cremelo.
What's up, man?
Yeah, what about Boca?
Boca, good morning.
How much one view you get for the day?
But this statistic, how many marriages and girlfriend and boy relationship have break up since the invention of a smartphone?
A whole lot.
Because I think most of these breakups that like where say Frisco, people left their phone or their text and their partner side there like in a secretive way that the partner not see or they have it like they go in the bathroom and they carry their phone or they go somewhere else and they just go outside the text and as the person go close there, all of a sudden the conversation done. What you gonna do? Oh, I just browse through Facebook. But
that's the part you have that little bit of mistrust. That you have a reason then.
Yeah, the minute you left that phone attended, it's like, is it a habit? Like I like use this two phrase, right? I want to tell us why I like tell people when they ask me anything, you're concerned or you're fast. Because certain things like what you would do, like if you there by your phone or some people I notice, I say quarrel start at restaurants, at outings, because of the same thing with phone. People they text at their partner side and they want to know that who you the text. Is it a concern or the person they pass? So I believe like girls at Frisco, a phone left attended, it's like honey well left out or something sweet for a truck fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just found out, not left your phone in front of Boca neither.
So that's something that a very good question, Frisco, that when you left out your phone, if that like what groups say, some people have got no problem. I personally have got no problem with my phone. Because with my phone, there are my wife's phone, there are the ring, I have a she answer it, or I even give me password.
Yeah.
You don't got no problem. We don't got a trust. But when you don't got a trust, that's not the problem. Or when you think you're sweet, that's not the problem.
Yeah, well, I never talk about trust. I just meant to say a wife should I know your sweetheart.
Yeah, thank you.
I've not to mention, we didn't mention it. Today is the UDP's, Shine Barrow's UDP's case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's the real UDP?
I am trying to live a life free of problem. That's why you say even though Spooners jabs me with Trump, I never say nothing. No Frisco Pink on right, that's no any jabs, no, but I didn't say nothing.
Hey, one source says one individual was all alone. I don't know. So, I mean, again, it's going to be interesting. Hey, Meredith, this got to be a quick call because we got to go to break. Hello, talk to me.
Me again.
You got to go fast. Go there.
Yes, quick. You got a hot topic today, but I was putting me once up on the phone one day. I think dig up in somebody's phone, you get exactly what they look for. So you can't play nobody but yourself.
Really?
Again.
But suppose you find
that's why you get to know a thing. Trust me, that.
Yeah, you get to know, but so you rather not know that you get jeng.
No, you don't have to do. You don't have to dig up your account. You need to know, but after you know it, it depends on how you handle it. That the thing that you know, my sweetie pie. We're not getting that man busy. My sweetie pie send text to me whenever meant for me, right? So I tell
everybody that thing when it happen, man. Lad, you have to put me on like that.
I just text her, I call her and I text Tessa, and then after I tell her about how so the man gone dead quiet. But you know something, me no rant, me no rave. All me do, me say like this, I say, remember, what goes around comes around. Be careful.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Stuart's getting hot.
I did not know there was trouble in paradise.
I destroy my peace over something like that, right? They have bigger things than that. I deal with. You understand? So
what?
That when I find out the person how to deal with it.
How mature of you, my dear? All right.
Yeah. Bye.
Well,
we gotta grab that break right now. You heard it.
Right,
say it louder.
I feel used like a cheap prostitute. I feel like Murray used me just now for Send one shot across somebody bow. I don't know.
We'll be right
Yeah,
back.
but yo, when you look for things, you will always find it. No matter the what. Once you start to dig up and look for something,
But is
you
it
will
your
find
fault?
something.
But is it your fault to find to be suspicious, to find out the truth?
My boy, you cannot let you know there are certain things where you say live and you learn and you build on your experiences. But one thing where I realize, there's relationships don't a funny thing, bro. And once somebody feel like suppose you go search through somebody's phone and you found nothing, but they found that you searched through their phone. You know what that's gonna happen now? That person might say, "Oh, you never trust me." Now they're gonna start questioning why you never trust me. And you know what? Usually they find out, oh, you never trust me because you made it screw wrong out there. And because you made it do it, you automatically figure I was. Oh, alas, dear boy, there is so much we must look inside to see what is outside. I don't know what the hell that means, but it's all good.
Well, suppose you had a relationship before where they say it didn't catch you.
But it's not the same relationship as
I
now.
know, but you're not being naive as you don't. I just
No, you're not gonna be naive, but you're not going to actually go looking for
no, you know,
problems
look,
either.
it
You're
was
gonna be-
there. It was there. I don't. I saw.
No. If you should be very aware.
I gotta
of
tell me if we go
situation
look.
that might be a problem. Yes, but again, the only thing we had to say now is that when you decide to look, you have given in to some demon. I don't know which demon, but when you decide to pick up the phone, you have surrendered to either curiosity or guilt or jealousy. One of them you have surrendered to. And it's never good to surrender, old boy.
All right.
You're gonna find what
Quick
you're
break.
looking for. It don't matter.
Make light work.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an
can't wait to celebrate because today is your birthday.
Yeah, somebody's celebrating a birthday today. Oh boy, what a thing. All right, who we got?
Yes. This is the one and only Mr. Dylan Liao celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Dylan. Coming to you from the entire family. Wishing you many, many more. Very fine young man.
All right. What, the one?
Yes. How you mean?
Well, matters. All right. Let's see here. Who else celebrating a birthday today then? Real quick. Regina McCollin celebrating a birthday today. Sean Lewis, birthday today. Alberto Luis August, birthday today.
Alberto.
Jude E. Urbina, also celebrating a birthday today. William Adolphus had a birthday yesterday.
Philadelphia.
Hey, Andy Dre, long time I have Andy Dre, the artist, had a birthday yesterday as well.
Yes, boy, I have a good while.
Yes, life is real. There was a question that popped up the other day. One was asking, we got now with the Belizean musicians, singers of songs. People say, hey, reality that we're going on. People have to live.
Yeah.
And music not pay.
Right. We need to support enough.
No, music doesn't pay in Belize, like, you know.
We need to
I
make
think
it
it's,
happen.
I think what Belizean musicians need to start to do is
what is it that they need
force yourself in some of these competitions.
You gotta get in a band. Band the work.
Yeah, but even in a band, your music must stay in your country. You have to expose yourself internationally. You know, wherever you could throw in one leave video, wherever you could get on a lineup or something.
You can't just sit back and expect.
Yeah, but you and every other musician across the world then they compete for the world's ear. That's not an easy thing.
Exactly. And this is where your talent and your skills come in.
And I know everybody will make it neither.
Yes, that's true.
Out of every 100,
you have to be in it to win it.
But out of every 100, and you know. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. Belize I know.
So yes.
Belize I know a place where you could make money off of music. Too small, man. The population too small. Hey, having a small population, you know, really hinders, you know, how you make money.
Look at Jeff Perry. Jeff Perry, he gets into these Caribbean competition. And any Belizean that could get into a Caribbean competition and possibly win that competition, that's your foot in the door. Mm-hmm. That's your foot in the door. And it's up to you from then. What we have to understand, what we have to realize, it's not only about singing. You have to put on a show. Right. You have to have one whole thing. You don't just get up and sing no more. You got to have your costume, anyway, we're going to talk about it tomorrow because all three of us are very, very, we are big stars. We are legend in our own mind. And we have to learn where, yes, nobody can tell.
We got to go, Lee. Stick us out.
I want to say thank you very much to our forecaster who couldn't make it today. Miss Ivan, a Longfellow, could not make it. Neither could Samana Beach. Yes, Samana Beach.
Mostly sunny during the day, clear tonight. Showers, if any, will be isolated with the medium chance of isolated thunderstorms developing over the Maya Mountains this afternoon and evening. There is it.
Sound like ground, got weather.
Not a damn thing this evening. That's, I mean.
All right. Enjoy the non-weather, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Love, take us out, please.
All right. Thank you so much, guys, for stewing with us. Please do take care of yourself. It's warm. It's humid up here. Please stay safe. Enjoy. Miss Edna Pollard, take care of you. Stay safe. Miss Dial as well. Also the cello, Ram and Half. Enjoy. Ramadan ends today, right?
You ask two people who have not that persuasion if Ramadan.
It does?
Yes.
That's why I never call? That's why I never call today?
I guess. Big thing.
Dan, no, big up yourself. Dan, Lynn.
Please do take care of yourself, guys. If God is willing, we'll see you right back here tomorrow. Take care of you and I promise to take care of me. Miss X to take care as well. We love you guys. Ayo.
That's not like we know, I know that we're done. I'm saying,
Oh, Lord, I know. Oh, man.